What's up, you guys? Welcome to Jesster Radio. So I've got the man, Dylan Neser. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm getting yourself, bro.
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for obviously taking the time out. You're a student,
Yeah, studying full time at the moment. Unfortunately, I went the law route, which just manages to take up all your time.
Yeah, that is a lot of graft. I actually had a mate today that he just finished. I mean, also know you? What do you?
Postgrad final year.
Okay. And then, what do you do articles after that?
Articles for 2 years where you basically are a slave to the system and just run around, bro.
Yeah.
Like grade 8 all over again.
Let me just turn down this. That. Okay, bro, I've got some questions here. So you went to Pretoria Boys,
Yeah. So from
And,
2010 till 2014.
Okay, before that?
Before that, I went to Wbff Primary School, right here around the corner.
Okay. Yeah, I actually coached cricket at Wbff Primary School. Not that one there close to campus, this one, yeah.
Yeah, the English,
Yes,
English one, yeah.
So, what sport did you play in school?
Well, primary school I did whatever the school offered, so literally everything from tennis to swimming.
Yeah.
And then when I got to high school, focused mainly on rugby and water polo, with a bit of swimming every now and then. But I mean, like you can't do everything at high school. And then as time went on, primarily just rugby was the dream, as I'm sure most.
What got you into training and gym?
Exactly, yeah. Once I got injured and I couldn't play anymore, I needed something to do, bro, and the gym was it.
Yeah.
But I initially went into like the functional fitness sort of thing.
Actually,
like,
I always remember seeing you training at Crinkler because I was the trainer.
I was that hater, bro.
Yeah.
You used to check and be like,
I
check this guy.
You're standing there, you're training. I always thought you was kind of training. You should compete, and then it turns out later you did.
Yeah, no, peer pressure sort of also just like, listen, bro, I think you should compete, and I just got pretty lucky and it ended
But I
up.
mean, yeah, you had the base for it. I mean, you were looking good from obviously all the functional training. So by functional training, like, what did you used to do?
So like more CrossFit stuff. So I'd mix it up. I'd train like chest and back, that sort of thing. I'd have that in there, and then I'd do like 400 sprints with like clean and press and all that sort of thing.
I remember one day I think I was on the watt bike, and I saw you there. I think it was with your brother then. I think it was your ex-girlfriend at the boy.
Yeah.
At the time, you were doing on the rowing machine.
Yeah.
And I heard you talking about like playing one of those games where you.
Oh, you play golf on the.
Yes,
Dude.
you talking about that.
I actually remember that.
I was listening, I was watching it, and I actually tried it afterwards. So I actually copied you.
Oh, bro, I copied Liam Messam, All Blacks. Checked it on one of his posts, and I was like, gotta give it a try. And let's just say that was the first and last time I gave it. I want to go.
No, that's crazy.
Rowing is some other form of fitness. I mean, anything to do with like swimming and rowing is just crazy.
No, definitely. And I mean, obviously now being in the fitness industry, you competed. What shows have you done?
So I've done. Well, my first show was Fitness Runway Model 2018, hosted by Yaku de Brain. Then beginning of this year, a week before the second FRM, at Nasrec, I did Eye Candy Classic.
Yes, actually, I saw you there. I think that's the one. I think I saw it also did that one.
I'm not sure.
I saw you on the stage, but I didn't see any like post much about it because it wasn't the main show.
No, so I basically just did it to qualify for the end of the year show. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's also by Champagne Productions, where they're giving away 7 pro cards. So I was like, at the time, if I decide to compete at the end of the year, I want to be able to. Yeah. So I sort of just did it, no prep, nothing, no water drop. So I don't really want to post too much about it. Yeah, so I did over 178 centimeters, and I won it, but I'm not going to say the lineup was amazing. It was like 5-0s. And then, overalls, I was bleak to not win, but sadly didn't take that.
And how do you find like men's physique obviously different, not showing your legs, wearing board shorts compared to obviously showing your legs in muscle model, fitness model? I
don't know, men's physique is actually quite different. Initially I didn't think there was too much different, but there's a lot more focus on posing and that sort of stuff. I mean, bodybuilding posing versus FRM is pretty Wbff. And I must say I do feel that the board shorts, I don't know, I dig showing legs, bro.
Yeah, no, it's also what's nice is the fact that you can have the stage presence.
Yeah.
They look for, being the model type of person more than just 100% your body.
Exactly, this robot posing.
Anyone can. Like that's what Wbff. That's actually why I did so badly when I went to Worlds, was because I didn't practice my posing. And my posing was actually so shocking that Like it literally, even though like I thought my body looked so amazing compared to what it did at WBF in South Africa, like it set me back so far. Like I literally didn't even get a place because my posing was honestly shocking, and I thought I could go in there not practicing posing at all. And I think that was my biggest mistake, was obviously
not focusing on the posing outside.
Yeah, exactly. So that's. Is this thing still recording? It is. Oh no, it is. Okay, good. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but so that's one thing now. Going into a competition, I always focus on the posing because
A lot more.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest mistake. Honestly, was my biggest mistake, and I think it can be many people's biggest mistake.
No, and I mean posing, it literally gives you a platform to show what you've worked so hard for.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I was exactly the same, Brooke, and I'm not saying I still don't know how to pose too well, sort of just wing it, but it is super important, especially like in classic physique and that sort of stuff.
And I think also everybody's posing is different. Everybody can do a certain pose, but the body is so different that, you know, like Yaku Debre might pose differently to Sergi Constance.
Yeah.
Like, Yaku might have a better teardrop, so he might pose in a different way.
Sergi better shoulders or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's also very subjective to the person.
Yeah.
And that's also why I think WBF is cool, because, you know, you got more freedom in how you can pose. Where IFBB and like the Pro League and all of that, you have to do a certain way. You have to just like obviously WBF, you get the quarter turns, you get like from behind, but like just the
sort of rocket. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Stage
Which is
presence.
so cool, because that's what their marketing one is. They're checking your stage presence. They're checking like, I think it's like 20% is stage
marketability and that sort of thing. Yeah.
And also like, but that also could be leading into politics, where like obviously, you know, like the social media aspect of it.
Yeah.
And the marketability there of like, has this person been posting for our show 6 months before?
No, that's my only objection to WBFF. It's I think they're too money orientated at the moment.
Definitely.
I mean, everything is geared towards making money off you as an athlete, and that's the main reason I didn't go into WBFF.
Yeah, I mean, literally, since getting my pro card, the only communication I've ever got from them is them emailing me, asking me when you're going to do your next show, when you're going to do this, when you're going to do this. It's never like, how are you doing? Like it's never a personal email. It's just anyone who's ever gone on their site
with your name put on there.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing with WBF, and also why, like, and now you have to go overseas. You have to pay 20k just for a flight there. Then you have to use their tan, which was like 3k. Then you have to use obviously their posing trucks now. You're not even allowed to take your own posing.
And their tan services and their hotels.
Yeah, you have to stay at the host hotel, and I mean it's a 5-star hotel. So I mean that's just ridiculous. Like luckily you can only do it. You only have to do it the night before. Yeah. So you can stay somewhere else. But then it's just, you know, everything is just money, money, money. Literally the entry fee was 8,000 Rand. I mean, that's less than Arnold's, and Arnold's is obviously a much prestigious event.
Yeah. And I don't know how podcasts work, but can I ask you a question? What do you think all this money chasing is why so many people have left the federation?
No, definitely. I think also like, I feel like WBFF is more about what can an athlete do for us as WBFF.
Yes.
And I feel like, and also like if you think about like let's say AJ Ellison. Yeah. I think that's also the biggest indication, because he was always like the cover of muscle model. You know, he was always the top guy, the top athlete that they looked after. And then one time he didn't win, instantly he leaves the place. Yeah. And I think that kind of shows that like, he's kind of there because they're helping him, he's helping them, so they like him. And the moment maybe he doesn't show as much interest, they drop him. Yeah,
but I think that's also a lot of guys in the fitness industry is once you stop getting things out of something, guys tend to just bounce anyway.
Especially, that's probably with most of like supplement sponsors and everything. And I feel like that's the one thing that people want when they start in the fitness industry is the supplement sponsor.
Biggest thing. This is probably the biggest question I get, most often asked question I get asked.
Do you get a supplement sponsor?
Can you help me get a sub sponsor or whatever?
Yeah, and I think people, it's also wrong because I mean, you've been training for long. The supplements aren't going to get you an amazing body. Sure, they can help you, but
it's all supplementary. It's the name.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta put it in there on top of what else you're doing. So I feel like that's the biggest thing. Maybe in South Africa as well, because I mean, I'm on this group with Brad Bodsworth and all of those oaks. Yeah. And he's always posting these things where people like send him a message, be like, I've got like there's a stupid message. I've got 300 followers on Instagram. I've got some of my likes. I get 20 likes on a page. Can I be sponsored by ProSubs? And he literally screenshots these messages and sends it to the group. He's like, Like, how do these people think that they can get a sponsor by approaching someone like this?
It's like I've heard a lot of people say it's like our generation, the millennials or whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone just expects to be handed things. No one's willing to work for it.
Yeah.
And there's another thing I check Brad posts a lot about is if you're not going to add value to something, why should we add value to you?
Yeah.
So you've obviously got to bring something to the table, and that's what most guys don't understand. I mean, especially with you and I mean, you especially, your Instagram is next level, but no one understands how much work actually goes into it. Like, it is like a full-time job. I've got many mates and they're like, yo, how do you do it? How often like repost pictures? And I'm like, never. You literally can't. Because as soon as you start doing that sort of stuff, you start unfollowing you.
Yeah.
And especially with
I've seen that. Like, if I really don't have content and I'm desperate, maybe you go and you do it, and then you're like, I shouldn't have done that, because like literally people have noticed, or like sometimes people will comment on it, I've seen this photo before, or and that's the problem with social media. People are like, they know what's going on, they're watching you, and it's kind of scary because like you're always in the public eye.
So it's cool at the same time, because I mean you also get to know someone through the social media. Like, I mean, myself and you, we met like a year ago.
Yes.
Before my first competition, I think, and like we already sort of knew one another. So it's like
I mean, we're in the gym, whatever. We're always seeing each other for like 2 years. But then because of social media, we kind of like saw each other, and then we interact on social media, like maybe in a session together, maybe chill.
Why not?
Yeah. And I mean, so I've seen you, obviously you do with all those food challenges with Wayne in there. I need to get in on that, bro. I love me a good food challenge.
Oh, no, Flip. You got to be crazy. Those oaks love their child just as much as any fitness oak.
I think that's the thing. Anyone who competes and anyone that diets knows how good food can actually
Bro, you underestimate the value of good food. And that's like what a normal person doesn't understand. Like they wouldn't say starve yourself, but you deprive yourself of all this good tasting chow. And then as soon as you post comp, that's why I always rebound so hard. Because just be normal, bro. Like go out and have sushi or pizza. But no, mate, it was definitely set up a sushi challenge.
Obviously, you filmed that for Instagram or YouTube, whatever. How do you find like YouTube in South Africa?
Yo, can I be honest with you? I think the fitness industry as a whole, not just in SA, has become pretty diluted. Yeah. I think the biggest challenge for like guys like myself and you is being new and unique, because everyone at the moment is a fitness influencer,
fitness that, you know,
having their fitness challenges and stuff. And I'm not slandering them or whatever, but I'm saying like you need to, people follow you because of like who you are, because they engage with you. They check, okay, the soak he's genuine. Like there's one guy that I watch now quite a bit, Chris Bumstead, and you watch his YouTube videos. There's nothing special, bro. What you see is what you get. He's like real. And I was thinking, I was like, everyone else is trying to be like the next person. Just be you. And that's also another thing with sponsors. Sponsors will gravitate towards you if you match their brand, the actual version of you. But I don't know. I think Pretoria is very far. South Africa as a whole is very far behind international trends like America and that. In the fitness thing, we are not even close to them. I mean, those oaks are they influence, like, have millions of followers. The biggest SA following is Yaku, I think, 1 million.
Yeah, that's also like, you know, Callum and Mogo, obviously. He's also, like, his YouTube is just so raw, and it's just so like genuine, and it's kind of just, you know, like if you had to meet him in real life, that's who he's gonna be. And he's like, I don't know if you watched him from the beginning, like he sort of went through where like thought what he wanted people to see, and then he got injured and he was like, give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want to do, show people who I am, and now that's exactly what he's doing. And I mean, also you can see that the fact that Yaku doesn't really do YouTube as much as Instagram, you can see that. I think it's obviously most of his followers actually aren't even South African. But I think you can see that it's difficult for Africa, especially because, but it's sort of like you wouldn't want to be filming his family and like that kind of stuff, his personal life. But I feel like in South Africa you also can't live this fake, you know, like celebrity life. The way that they do overseas, and I mean that's pretty much what sells on YouTube these days. It's either sex or drugs or, you know, money, you know, things cars. You don't have that you want to see. And you can't exactly, like, obviously Yaku, if you follow him on Instagram, Facebook, you can see he's a very family-oriented guy. And I mean, he can't be doing what Callum does, where
going to Ibiza and
he goes partying, where he goes, like, you know, like Bradley Martin, he talks about picking up girls at the gym, or you know, like I think also South Africa is difficult because I mean, how many times have you been moaned at for filming in the gym?
Bro, I used to get slack all the time. I was complaining, "Am I in your clip? Whatever? Can you remove me?" And then I was like, "Listen, I'll edit you out or whatever."
You just never do.
Yeah, no, because you don't know how to do it. So we've got to try and figure it out.
Yeah, so that's I think the biggest issue in South Africa is also people aren't very open to like. Think about you walk around in the shops with your camera. People look at you and be like, "What is this guy doing?"
Yeah.
Whereas in America, you see it just all the time.
It's the norm.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like when I used to check YouTube, like I was one of those haters, bro, and I'm like, I'll admit it, I was like, why is this filming these things? And then as I was like started to get into it, I was like, okay, well, he's doing it. He's not giving a shit what anyone's thinking, but he's doing what he wants to do. And then I sort of had to go through the same thing that you went through, where I was that dude in the gym, brought his camera and his tripod, and everyone started staring at him. And now, if you go to my gym, Planet Fitness Waterkloof, if you don't have a camera and filming someone, everyone's like, "Well, who are you, bro?" Because literally everyone's doing the same thing.
I think that's what the biggest thing is. Being, you know, you don't care. You're unashamed. You're just like
unapologetically yourself, bro.
I've got a camera. I'm gonna film myself, and like also, I don't care what you think. I mean, obviously, I can understand a really fat guy getting into it and being upset about that, but I feel like ultimately, you kind of just have to pretend that the guy's not in the photo, not in the video, and just keep on filming. Because ultimately, I think in South Africa, you have to be almost more unapologetic than overseas.
Yeah, you have
because
to have
they're far more, you know, narrow-minded, and they're just like closed in their way of thinking. Where it's like, what's this guy doing filming?
Yeah.
And I think that's just the thing is in South Africa, you carry this camera around here with that mic on it. People look at you like, are you in the media? Are you in the press? Whereas America, they just instantly think vlogging.
We're too conservative, bro.
Yeah.
That's our society's problem. Everyone is just so conservative and reserved and so scared to do anything because of what people think of them.
Yeah.
So it's just, do what you want to do and do you.
Yeah, I think, luckily now with social media, it does make it easier in South Africa. Because I think we've always been slow to catch on because, let's say, it came from TV first, then it comes to South Africa. But now we've got the internet instantly, so I think we can almost get, like we're catching on a bit better. So you can almost get instantly now what the internet gets, what America gets.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait for a TV show to come out, then you see a hairstyle or whatever. Like.
Yeah.
So we're a bit faster at catching on, and I feel like it makes it a bit easier maybe in South Africa for Instagram and social media, but I think still we are at that disadvantage where it's going to be more difficult.
It's also all these geo tags on your social media where you post it from is where most exposure is going to be. And I mean, if people in Pretoria aren't watching that sort of shit, it's not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're in California or like Muscle Beach or something where you post a video, there's thousands of people within a kilometer's radius that are just looking for that sort of thing. So that's why I think like Callum Moga and all those moved to America to really make it big.
I also think it's the data cost in South Africa. It's the data to just, obviously it's expensive to go and watch YouTube videos, especially if you don't have Wi-Fi, if you don't have something to, go to Starbucks, whatever, watch it. But I mean, in America, it's anywhere you go.
Free Wi-Fi,
So I think that's also, we're just slower on that, and I feel like there's nothing we can really do other than just try and be on every platform possible in South Africa if you really want to make it, and try. And also like now makes it more difficult because let's say you used to post on YouTube, now Instagram TV comes out.
Yeah.
And now pretty much YouTube
now it splits.
Theoretically becomes obsolete because now I think you can post in like 10 minutes on Instagram TV. So then you kind of get into the mindset of like,
which one's better?
Which one? I've got a 4-minute video of me training. Do I put this on Instagram TV? Do I put this on YouTube?
Yeah.
I do it on both, but then if you do it on both, you're not going to get as much traffic going to the one or the other.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's tough, but you got to soldier on.
Yeah, I feel like that's just, I mean, what would you rather post on, Instagram or YouTube?
The thing that's so difficult about YouTube is I don't think anyone really who hasn't edited a video realizes how tough it actually is.
Yeah.
Like, you have to sit there literally and like figure out different ways of different transitions and things, because I mean, you want to keep it exciting for those that are going to watch it. And like, I'm a full-time student, so I'm not saying where there's a will there isn't a way, but like most of my time is I have to dedicate to studying and fit the training and that stuff around that, and just YouTube just became too impractical for me. Like I don't have that time. I just do not.
And I feel like essentially actually YouTube I think it's YouTube's still obviously great for long videos.
Yeah.
But I feel like me myself, I know my attention span has become awful. I mean, literally, like you watch even sometimes a 30-second video on Instagram takes too long and you skip it.
Yeah, no.
And I feel like that's what society has become, where everyone's just like instant gratification.
Yeah.
And I don't know where it's gonna go from here because I mean, what can you do? You can go from a video to a photo. What can you do after that?
Start having summary clips. Just tells you whatever happens in the whole 30-minute thing in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
No, it's sad. Everyone becomes super lazy and just But I mean, it's the way the world's going.
Yeah, and also I think that's what I don't like is how sensitive people have become in the world.
Bro, that is my biggest problem. Like, I wish I could just give put on my story, like, people need to cool down. Like, not everything we say we mean, like, to set in stone. It's like light-hearted humor and people get so touched. I mean, I've made statements on my story, like, stupid little things, like, what do you guys think of guys in gym wearing tights or whatever? Or, like, a videotaped woman walking her baby in the gym, like around on the track, and in a stroller, like she had to carry the thing up like 2 flights of stairs. Obviously guys helped her, but I was like, I'd much rather go walk in a school or something. And I just got so much hate. People like, it's not safe in our country, and I was like, listen, I just thought it was funny. I wasn't tuning women or being sexist or anything.
I think people are super sensitive, and I feel like you can't say anything now. And that's what I think, being in the public eye, it's so difficult because you're scared. Like, if I say something about this guy looking a certain way, I'm not tuning him for, his lifestyle choices. I'm not tuning this girl for, like, I'm not body shaming her because she's overweight. Like, it's just so difficult. And also, like, even now talking about this, I'm thinking, like, what are people going to think if I say body shaming or a girl overweight? Like, it's actually so difficult because also, like, you're not tuning every single overweight girl ever by taking a story of a girl who's super overweight eating McDonald's in her car.
I guess especially because you're in the public eye, you got to think about things, have that, listen, is it right? But I mean, sometimes it's a joke. People need to understand it. If you can't get a joke, then don't waste my time sending me a 3-page essay tuning me I'm a pathetic human being, and I'm like, bro.
I've had that once where I used to be sponsored by LG Eggs. And I got a photo of my kitchen where there's like 400 eggs. And I was standing there, and then I posted it saying, like, obviously thanks LG Eggs for these eggs, and obviously I look forward to getting more protein from it, whatever. And then so this guy comments like, do you have any idea how these chickens are treated? You must watch this documentary, this. And then, like, how do you respond to that? So I just acted, and I was like, bro, I don't know how these chickens are treated. I'm being honest, I don't know how chickens are treated, and maybe it is unfair, but like, I would rather be living in ignorance. I would rather...
Dude, exactly,
Like, it is kind of unfair the way chickens are treated, but I mean, everything's unfair.
Well, how must you take that into consideration? You're posting about eggs, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, everything is unfair. The way, I mean, even if you eat the chicken breast, you don't know how that chicken was treated. You don't know anything. You don't know how this cow was treated, that was treated. And I feel like it's impossible. You would be able to eat nothing on earth if you had to consider, like, how was this treated, how was that treated.
But I think it's that sort of mindset where people see someone doing well and they're sort of like, shit, okay, I'm not doing, and then everyone just tries to sort of bring you down. And I mean, it does, like, everyone has those thoughts of like, shit, jealousy and everything, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think people just got to ensure that they're good from their side, be the better person in these situations, and realize sometimes it's just a joke.
That's why, like, when you commented about the egg thing, I was like, okay, that camera's out of battery.
I guess you're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went?